Hello, Stu. Lisa said, Merry Christmas. Oh, why have I got that feeding back? Just one moment. Just one moment. Yeah, I missed a button. I thought I'd done it. I didn't want to do that because it'll switch me out. I also forgot to clean my bloody glasses. What am I like? Just not professional, that's all I can say. Hello, by the way. Yeah, so the music level's okay and everything in the background, and then obviously when I'm talking now it pops right over the top. Right, we'll see, won't we? Just making a little mountain there as I clean my glasses. I hate trying to play games and the glasses are... Your glasses are dirty. It's a pain in the ass. Especially when you're doing World War II fighting and you're following a spec on your glasses and it takes you ages and you never get there. Yeah, you will do a little bit depending on who speaks and what. But that's because I'm monitoring through the speakers. I can turn it down a little bit, but it means flashing desktop. Oh no, actually it's not doing it now. That's good. It might be when I click a button here, I can turn this down just a little bit. Now talk to me in TeamSpeak. Yeah, you won't hear yourself now unless I'm keying the mic out. You're not coming through at all, which is about right. No, that shouldn't come through at all, other than residual might pick up. Yeah, it should be quite loud. Go on then.
Mel 1234.
That come blasting through like I don't know what, didn't it? I can turn that down just a bit as well, just bear with. Sorry guys, let me just try and sort these volumes out. I want to do a lot of streaming over Christmas, and it really does help if I can get everything sorted. Okay, can you type something again please? My testers. If I've got more than one tester, does that make them testes? I suppose it does.
1234.
Oh, Jesus. It really is loud, isn't it? Let me turn that down there. Let's turn that there. Okay. Try again. Yeah, that's got it. Cheers. Yam also said something as well, so that helped. I've set up a World War II map, but when I put it on my little server, by the way, Yam, it unfortunately it uses nearly all the memory, so I've posted it on Discord and asked Spatey if he can run it. and I just tweaked it because there's been an update. Anyway, hello everybody. Yeah, happy Crimbo too. We're not quite there yet, but we will be soon, I'm sure. But it feels the least like Christmas forever, to be honest. Usually it's more Christmassy, but I'm a little bit too quiet now with what you're saying, so I need to wind that up just a fraction. Don't want it bleeding over too much, but that'll do. Anyway, hello everybody. Right, guess what? After last time when I was in, and I suddenly realised I hadn't got my proper clothes on, I've now got my proper clothes. So, you know, this is me made up, so I'll show you what I wear normally. This is something I've worn ever since I started playing Star Citizen. And unfortunately the face is wrong, so that's not quite the face I set up. So the character's face there, I was just flashing my hair around. The character's face is not quite right. If we zoom in, that is definitely not what I chose. So it sort of took some of my settings and then made me look really weird, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to have to change that at some point. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Yeah, I just loved winding the Americans up, and they seem to take offence when you sort of have a slight androgyny, if you see what I mean. And they moan because I haven't got any pants on, as they call it, even though, you know, I've got boxers on, which I thought were pants anyway. Because otherwise I think they might mean trousers, but you know what it's like. English language getting mangled and everything. The funny thing is, America was founded by people just up the road from where I live, which is where they originated on East Midlands. Bit of history there. Right, we're at Area 18. Area 18 is one of the places that if you were going to start, it's a very easy place to find your way out of. You've instantly got shops for weapons and armour, and over there you've got a clothes shop, and they happen to be the only place you can get these boots. It's the only place in the existence of the game. So, you know, if you want any, which I'm sure most of you will do, this is where you get them from. If anyone's got any questions, please type it in. I will hear the questions. And I thought I'd jump in and have a nice chilled, you know, cup of tea and a bit of a play. We look now, we're doing a nice sort of proper walking pace. In this game you'll see so many. You do realise actually you look a bit like that in the muscle department. You do see so many people who are running everywhere, and you think, why am I running everywhere? Do you know what I mean? And I've just turned around the wrong corner because walking backwards is not my forte. So where should I have gone? Oh yeah, it is. That's good enough. Although this looks a little bit different to me. I think there's a couple of little things changed. Yeah, now we're there. When Area 18 first started, the only bit you got was this. So there was this little square and there was a pub over there, which the pubs moved. And it was narrow, and that was it. So you first came into Area 18, and this was it, this tiny little square. I remember when that was done. And it has things like that, flashy effects. And these things here, they're like particles, but if you look, if you stand under them, I don't know whether they've changed it, but they actually bounce off you. You know, they are like particles, even though they're light. Now that looks to me like that might be changed. It's quite difficult to tell, but it used to hit you and then bounce off. Like I think it is on the arm. Can you see on the shoulder there? In fact, you might not see the shoulder particles in Twitch, but you might on the other channel. Anyway, so if you roll your mouse wheel forward, by the way, just as a matter of interest, you'll see you start moving faster. and faster, and you slowly go into a run, and then we really leg in it, and then if you hold shift as well, you see we really start running. And you have to try and jump over people and not try to knock them out with your testicles as you go over. I know you have to be careful of these things. So anyway, sometimes it's just nice to, you know, walk. The light makes such a big difference on the colours, as you can see. Now the purples come out, but when you're in a bright area you don't get it. So coming out of your hotel, turn right, take the corner route and follow that round, and then you come round to the station. You've got a timer up there, and this was the first one ever created. If anyone's got any questions or wants to say anything. Ah, you can see it now, Yam. What do you reckon? Can you imagine DCS as well like this? It's unbelievable, isn't it? I know you're not seeing it in 4, but I think you're on 1440. But the quality is as though you're just playing. It's all very quiet in chat. I know there's only a couple of people in or so, but please feel free. Is the music loud enough as well? Yeah, and all the residual sound effects, I think. Yeah, it makes a big difference. If you could see it in 4K, you just see what I see, which is one of the things I've been trying to do for a while. And, you know, I look at my Twitch and I think, oh man, I wish they could see what I see, because it really does make a difference. The level of detail, especially in DCS where you're spotting planes and looking for things. You can stand at the front, but unlike real life buzzies, like when you're a kid, standing at the front and holding onto the bar does not mean that you're driving the train. So very often you'll find some odd glitchy bugs. At times these things work perfectly, and then another time they'll sort of fly off through a roof. You know, people often say, how come it's taken so long to do? And when you start looking at all the insane level of detail and all the little things, you start to think, yeah, that's why. You know what I mean? It's like looking at the ships. It's like DCS. You look at a plane and you've got some sort of hydraulic system, and it moves and does what it's supposed to. And it's just the same in here. Most of these are AI. If you look at me then, probably. You can see that, oh, frame rate, I haven't got it on, have I? Let's put my frame rate on, and then you should, oh, excellent. Not available. No, it's available. Okay, so I'm doing about 40 frames at the moment. You got adverts, and these are the adverts that you would see in the Star Citizen. That's the character that would be doing the advertising. As you come to the station, if you've got any fines, you can log in and pay your fine here. If you leave your fines, you'll find that you end up being wanted, or there'll be a bounty on your head. So I've only got 31,000 UEC. I've got no fines. I'm not sure what you'll get fines for anymore at the moment. There's been so much change and such a high rate of change. You can hear my yummy accent, can't you, coming out when I'm talking now, yeah. You can get rid of some of this milky white. I did before, tweaked it and by adjusting your gamma and your contrast, but some of the lighting causes the same sort of problem. Over here, we've got a VIP lounge. Don't know whether you can buy anything from here. Just watch the floor though, it's usually slippy. Looks like there's some drinks and things, but I'm not sure whether you can do anything with them. Probably not at the moment. Over the other side, I'll run over there. You can rent ships. So ideally you buy your package for about $45. I think there's offer on at the moment, and you can make a bit of money, and then you can see that you can rent things. And when you start looking, if you rent, let's have a look. They haven't even got a bloody what's it on here, have they? You can't rent the thing I was going to tell you to rent because it's all changed. But you want to go fighting, you can rent this for the day for that much. And this is quite a good little starter ship. And I was looking for the mining ship, because the mining ships will make you more money. And then you can rent something bigger to do hauling and so on and so on. What are these doing now? This is your inventory. Before, that used to be where you got your ships from. There's also shops, and I'm just bypassing them at the moment. I'll go to this guy because I can get a drink. You can see I need some food and a drink, and it just saves me doing it after. So if I just look there and click. Come on. Trouble is, where's it going to put it? That'll do that. And is it going to be in my hand?
Sorry, I'll help you in a second. Hi, thanks for coming in.
No, it's not. It's not in my hand. It's put it in the station. So
Hi,
I'm not quite. I'm not. Ah, right. Okay. Short F. That's what it is.
give me a moment, okay?
So I've bought it, and then you just hold left mouse and you drink it, and then you should get rid of the requirement for fluid. It doesn't take too much for you to dehydrate. Some of the places are really hot. It's always a good idea to take water with you and have a backpack, to be honest. I'll have another one. And then that means, did I get it? No. Let's put that over there. Oh, bounced it off something. Have one of those. Come on, get it.
Give me a moment, okay?
Yeah, shut up.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
It's not, oh, there we go. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. When you go to drink it, be careful. Because, have I just dropped that on the floor? Yeah. When you stand there, right, you are effing around. What happens is that you end up clicking stuff behind. So whenever you drink stuff, you always want to turn away from where you're getting it. So once you've picked it up, oh man, look, I can't even turn away. See if it'll let me drink it from there. Nope, it's moved. That's better. So now when you want to press a button or do anything, you haven't got anything behind that is being selected. And sometimes you just end up picking up loads and loads of drinks and things which you don't necessarily want. Right, now I can get some chocolate, which will get rid of the see what I mean? I'll put that down. I didn't buy any chocolate. It's what I'm trying to buy. I'm not so keen about this thing.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help
You know, about the way they've got this, because when you've got stuff that's really close, it's just, what have I bought now? Oh, I've got a chocolate. Again, it's doing an inspect, which I didn't want. But if I click, oh, I'm alright, so I can eat it. It'll always disappear in one bite and it'll sound like an apple. So there you go, I've got no food requirements now. So they put all these stations here. There used to be ships here as well, like display ships, and then you can go to shops there and rent ships or buy ships. You know, there's a showroom. So we'll go and find a ship to get into and get back to Seraphim, and then I can do some testing. I've got a Banu here, so that'll definitely get there. So we'll just claim it. So this is just a sort of smallish fighter. When you go to get your ship, just have a look, just click, hold F. F is interact with everything. And there's my hangar. Now, I noticed a bit earlier, just before I was streaming, with the hangars, because they're instanced, you can hear the hangar from the people who are also using a small hangar and leaving before you. And I was in the ship and I could see shadows, of the doors opening and closing, which was a little bit odd. It's quite dark in here. Now hopefully, and I'm not sure whether this works because I'm not sure how the implementation is. Get a bit closer, there we go. Get out the way of that. When you look at the level of detail on it, I ask you. And the same with the arms when you see some light. And this is like a living, or was made from a living thing. So it's like a bone structure. This was, it's a Bano ship. The ghost of Xmas past. I mean, when you start looking, and the fact that all these are articulated, it's just, you know, it's a bit opulent, could be the word. You're right, Arthur. Now, have I got anywhere in here that I can actually transfer stuff from the station to the ship? So, oh, I've got that in my pocket. Right, and that's all I can see. So I need to find something to allow me to transfer stuff from the station, put it on my ship, right? And I don't know where storage will be on it, because there never used to be this storage thing like there is now. I can't see any drawers underneath the bed. That's one place. Let's have a look. Nope, I can just lie down. So there might be something outside the ship, I don't know. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but this is what happens when you don't play for a long time. There may be an area somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Maybe. Oh, I'm just seeing a reflection. So I expected there to be some sort of little side cupboard. I mean, look at the detail on everything. No, old people's home is absolutely fine. That's what you can call them. Or an elderly residence, or a monitored home. So in other words, there's people there and she'll have a little cord, won't she, to pull. So if she's stuck with anything, she'll be able to call for assistance. Is that right? So I can't see anywhere to store anything. So I can't carry anything, and there probably is something, to be honest. But hey ho, we'll just ignore it, and I'll just have to buy some more gear, and I haven't got much money anyway. So once we can get in through this door, again, which is all extremely detailed and, you know, to a level that is like ridiculous but good in the same time. Right, yeah. Oh, excellent. That's a good start, isn't it? Is she... Can you communicate okay? Right, I'm opening the hangar. And it's night time. So one of the things you've got to know is that the planets rotate. And where I want to go... Oh, excellent. At least you can communicate and tell you that she's frustrated because she can't do something, rather than not be able to say that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, if she's got the right frame of mind, she'll just get on with it. You know, that's what my mum used to be like. Didn't stop her doing anything. She ended up, as I think I mentioned before, she had there was some shadowing on her lungs, and she just went, oh well, I'm old enough, I've had a good life, I'm not going to go through all that rubbish. That was it. It was okay. No worries, you know, you do what you want. Right, so it's quite dark here, as you can see. Oh, that's good. That's what you want though, isn't it? Because that helps you. That's even better, isn't it? Right, so again. Hey, hello, mister. No. What I might do, so what I'm trying to show you here, if I can see some light, is when you hit... Evening, matey. Doing a double again. Stu's checked. So, when you press the button to... Yeah, it's just watch the feet, the way they all fold up, the way everything just works. When I say the way everything works, I didn't mean the whole game, because it doesn't. But the amount of detail in the ships, the way the legs fold up and everything. So nowadays there's a marker which goes up into the air somewhere. It was here when I come out. But what you've got to be aware of is where we need to go is the other side of the sun, and there's no sun. So that tells me that I'm the wrong side of the planet to go to where I want to go. So I'm just going to fly up here. Oh, excellent. Oh, that's really good, matey. Oh yeah, there's the lights. So that's indicating to new people, because there's a big tendency for people to just gob it into the planet, the city or whatever. Now I haven't got my helmet on, I haven't got a suit on at all, which I shouldn't need, but they've put some of the display in your helmet visor, so I can see some of the things but I can't see other things, but I can see them on the screens. So once I'm up into space, up to a point, I should be able to jump to something, and it should change colour when I jump, and we're looking for what's it? Oh yeah, I tell you mate, it's really fancy. I'm looking for what? What am I looking for? I'm looking for doodad points. What? It is, you just got to go to the right place. Go into Discord and have a look. That's a little moon there. That there. No, Bajini Point, I can go there. If we go to Bajini Point, that's a space station for this area. Oh, I'm dead. That's twice this has happened, and I don't know why. Let me have a look. It's not even, look, I've gone black and white. So I just died. So I'm guessing that this particular ship leaks, which means there's probably no atmosphere. Which means I have to wear a spacesuit, which then means I have to take my clothes off, and I've got no way of taking them. Yeah, have a look at the link on Discord, Kev. That should be the right one. And as far as I'm aware, it's working. Bit bright, isn't it, after that? Right, okay, so we get up, we're in hospital, we've just been rezzed, and now I'm wearing my skirt. I don't know, oh I know where the hospital comes out. Come on. I will try and use a different ship that hopefully has got some storage. Oh, that's lucky. I know where I am, because one of the things that I did was, if you remember on the other stream, I transferred my imprint to here. No, it's supposed to be on BDSSE. That's where it's supposed to be. Yeah, you can rent combat ships. You know, it depends. Don't be fooled by some of the ships that are small, right? It's not about how big the ship is. It's about how you fight. And so many people tend to fight at distance. If you can get up close, although they've taken some of that away with the way they model it now, and you're shooting, and I used to fight with a particular weapon, 500 metres or less, It protects you from their guns, and you should be able to manoeuvre around them without being shot to shit, and therefore you can concentrate your fire in a particular place. Medium haulers. If you look, I think you can get Titan and stuff like that. It just depends on what size guns you're after, do you know what I mean? Really, it could be that they've taken them out for now, because of the fact that this is just all test. Let me go get a ship from here and I can test that out. I'm not sure where there's a ship rental at this place. I don't think there is. No, size 4s. At one point, if you had a size 4 port, which come with a size 3 thing and a gimbal, you could upgrade it, but now they're all, if they're size 4, they're all size 4, and you can take the gimbals off, but a lot of people use the gimbals or the baby mode, basically. If you want to borrow one, you're more than welcome. You can jump in with me, and you can borrow any of the ships I've got. I've got a few fighters, got a Gladius. Oh right, is that what you're after? Okay, so even, right, let me go down to even something like a Cutlass Black. Right, a Cutlass Black, me and one of the guys who isn't here yet, we took out hammerheads and things with a Cutlass Black. And again, it's technique and put the right weapons on. And if you can buy something like NDB30s, yeah, that's fine. So you want a fighter? Well, there you go. Now, the Cutlass Black used to be by default. It used to have what sits on the ballistics on the front and then some lasers. But I always change mine to NDB30s, which you can get from either Area 18, you could get them from I've forgotten all the bloody stuff, the names of everything. What's the place where you get all the Mobiglass stuff from, the posh place? I'm sorry, this is really bad, and my stream's all about helping people. Microtech, that's it. So you can get them from there, and you can put 6 on. So you got 4 on your wings, right? 2 in your turret, and you need someone in there. You blast those at 500 meters or less, or 6 of them, and you rip stuff apart left, right, and centre. The only thing you've got to do is beware that people shoot your engines off, and just keep manoeuvring. Never sit there and stand still. So, to be honest, that works, and I prove the point by going round and using it on missions and getting close. And I mean getting close, and if the gun points forward, go to the arse end. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Right, let me go and find a ship that I can actually test. I think I picked up the iron. Right, so I've actually spawned where I was heading out to, and the reason why I always go here is because you can do all the different types of missions in this one nice little area. It's thingamajig Crusader, and you've got 3 little moons, and you can usually do everything you want from this area, so you can make all your money. It's a little bit safer this way before you start getting into anything like hauling or anything too big. You used to be able to do all the missions that you're doing now if you're doing like bounties or something like that. Right, what am I wearing? I'm wearing the thing, and all my other clothes are at the other place. So I need to put a suit on, which I should have. All my stuff's down at Crusader. Yeah, it definitely look like this. So I've got a couple of that I can't put that on you yet. Got a couple of bottles in storage up here, and that's about it. I'm not going to take it with me. I always hit that button by mistake, but never mind. So what we're going to jump into is the Ares iron. Now, I did read somewhere they're going to buff this because they completely screwed it. This is a size 7 gun, and what they've done to it is unbelievable, because the light fighters were complaining, saying it shouldn't be shooting me, blah blah blah, and so they just nerfed the way it works badly, and hopefully I'll show you what I mean. So I'll go out and do a mission, if the missions are working. Oh, I'll switch the ship on, because guess what? Let's try that. Oh, see, I can't move. It's not moving. So, first fault. Yeah, you found it. It's working, isn't it? First fault check whenever this happens to you is get out the ship. Get out the seat. If you're in a multi-crew and you've got room, you just get basically, you'll get out your seat and get back into it. That's one way of sorting this out. If that doesn't work, you put the ship away and you bring it back out again and try it then and see if that works. So you get used to these little things, and usually something will work. And what I'm noticing now is if you store a ship and you leave its engines on, when it comes back, it's a bit ambiguous, so it's not sure what state it should be in. Right, that's not working, look, see? Now, the other one you can look at is the engine. Okay. Yeah, so that's not making any difference. In fact, it still looks like it needs switching on. Look, it should be engine off. I'll just power off. Get out the seat, store it, bring it back, and then see if it works. And it just saves you sort of having to, you know, move somewhere else and call it from there and claim it and pay and all the rest of it. So if we just store the ship first, you should be able to see which ship you can store, because it will say store at the end. That's the right one. So it's moving to storage. Yeah, have a look for NDB30s. Is it Jan or is it Jan? Or I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name, by the way. But look for NDB30s. They're not too expensive, 30 to 40,000 each. Get 6 of them, fit them on your ship, and then try again. Has that ship disappeared? Yeah. So we just call it back out again. And ships that you can call out from here will have that like arrowy thing.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the location.
And then we'll see if it works. Now, if you noticed, I switched it off before I stored it. So that means when it stores it, there's a good chance the logic and the state of the ship will be more sensible now. Excuse me. So I'll probably get killed really easy in this because they have nerfed it so bad that, you know, it makes it really pointless unless you're going against something big. Right, let's see if this starts up this time. You hold F, look down. Come on. Oh, it's still going on. Let's just see if we can... There you go. Okay, so that's how you get around that problem. So I suspect when I last had it, I just jumped out, left it running, and put it away, and then the game system's like got no logic to back up the state of the ship. It used to have, but occasionally this bug happens. I've seen it before. Right, I'm just going to pull out the hanger. I forgot to change this skin to a nice aluminium sort of shiny metal skin, but I've got one, but it's down at Crusader, which is this planet to my left. And by the fact my head's not, oh no, it's because I'm outside the ship and I've switched it off. Right, so I'm just going to go up here. Now just bear in mind that you've got a whole space station behind you, so if you are going to turn around, don't do it too fast. You can see the way all the debris and that's moving, and there we are. You can also see where the sun is. If I want to go to the place I was at before, it's the other side of the sun, so if it's dark here you've got to go around to the other side. I need to drink my cup of tea, and while I'm doing that we'll pick a mission as well. So you pick a mission by going to contracts, go to offers. Oh, we got missions, that's good. Go to bounty, pro-tem, apprehension, verified, bounty, blah blah blah. Let me have a look, see where they are, because if they're the other side of the system, then I'm not going to bother. And this, because it's 151k as a player, this one is an assessment. Asteroids surrounding yellow, so I may as well take it. And another one you need, you go to offers again, go to mercenary, and this call to arms will basically give you bonus money for every hostile that you kill. Once you've got your contract, you want to make sure that you've got it selected, which is this one, and you can track or untrack. So if you end up tracking this, you're just wasting your tracking, so you need to go after this one. Okay, it's already tracked. That means there should be a little yellow marker that's telling me where to go. If I can get out of this, yep. So there's the yellow marker. If we look at it, it's over there, and we're obviously blocked. And I'm going to drink my cup of tea, so just bear with me. I'll pause the head tracking, otherwise my head's going to be going up and down like a trump and a microphone, so just bear with. I can move around this a little bit while I'm doing this. Now I haven't actually moved any faster there. What I'm doing is controlling the speed limiter with my little finger, and when you use the speed limiter, it basically determines how much thrust you've got within whatever axis you're going with. I'll explain it better later. So that's where we're going. It's 81 million meters away, so we need to do a short jump. Sorry about the ASMR tea drinking. Doing 40 odd frames. I've put that on the bottom because the one in game is too small, you'll never read it. If I don't drink my tea, I don't get another one. She's wicked. Right, so let's go and have a little look. So what we need to do is put it into quantum mode. At the moment you can see a little indicator in my HUD and it says nav FLT. So this is the fastest I can go. Look, push that up, you'll see my ship speed up, he says. That's interesting because it should be going faster than that. Let me try this. Let's see if it goes up. Why is it so limited? It should be limited if I'm in quantum or something like that. Oh well, never mind. Let's change it into quantum, which is nav QT. And you see the two indicators come on the HUD, and then you lift up and you put your little pip where you want to go. But for some unknown reason, it's not selecting it. Could be because we're too close there. And I'm turning my head. Oh, I paused it, didn't I? There we go. That makes life easier. So I can't go there straight away, so let's move a little bit further away from the space station, see if it makes a difference. It could be because I'm in a safe zone within the space station. I haven't got my wheels down because there's some weird thing in there when you take your wheels down, you slow down. And they seem to get mixed up between flight control surfaces, which is what you have in atmosphere, and thrust vectoring, which is in space. So when you take your legs down, you slow down, which you will in atmosphere, but you shouldn't in space, which is a bit odd. Alright, see if we can jump to that. We can't. Now I suspect it may have set a course there already, so let me look at the maps. It's got something here, invalid target, so what's it got as a target? We just need to go over to yellow. And it's an invalid target because it's probably just a little bit out. It's already selected, so how do we cancel that? Right, it's telling me where to go, look. If it's already selected, how do we get out of it? Interesting. Okay. And where are we? There we are, maybe. So if we just double click on the planet instead, okay, we should be able to set a course. And now we should be able to select it. And it should spool. Which it's not. Okay, it could be now. You see the way it's slightly behind the surface of the planet? That's probably what's going on at the moment, I'm guessing. So if we change our thing, we can either fly around a little bit or move away, or we just go and cancel that jump, right? And now we've cancelled the jump, we should see other things that we can jump to, unless it's playing up and around different planets and things. And there should be something which you're only going to see if you're in the right mode, which is quantum, and then they should appear. But if you're in the wrong... Alright matey, if you're in the wrong mode, you shouldn't see anything. You shouldn't see any jumps, and at the moment I'm not even seeing any. So where's all my jump points gone? All my markers around the planet? They don't seem to be there. And I can't jump there, it's getting lower and lower, look. So I should be able to see another planet or moon, and I can't see why I can't see anything. I don't think it's a feature, I think there might be another quantum bug, which is what happened to me the other day. Well, it was all fine. I've had a couple of little ones, but I can't see any orbital markers at all, and I've got nothing selected, and there's no orbital markers for me to jump to get to where I want to get. So that's my bug at the moment, and I need to move over because this is just disappearing behind the planet, and I've got nothing selected. How are you anyway, Platy? It's running alright, but it's been a pain in the ass, as always. Invalid target. Well, I'd already got rid of the target. If we go over to Daymar, right, and we select it, and then we just cancel that, right, then I should have all my orbital markers. Can't see anything from there, but there shouldn't be anything selected, which there isn't. So if we come back out of this, he said, do we have to go home? No? Why didn't it just switch back out when I selected that? Maybe I have to use this cross, and I can't just hit a button. So I should see all these different quantums. Hey Solo, you alright? And I've got nothing. Rah, what, bearing, range and altitude. Can you see there's no markers for me to jump to? Which is a bit of an odd one. How am I supposed to get to that place if I can't jump somewhere else first? Right, we'll try something else. Yeah, try and jump in. Yeah, it's a good job, isn't it? Not too long. If you have a look, it should tell you how long they've been on. It's probably around about an hour, maybe. So now I've got a jump marker. I'm going to this planet over here. It's not spooling up, which is crazy. So I change back. Yeah, there's quantum problems again, like before. You know, when I first streamed the other day, when I was in this ship, and I can't jump to anywhere, and that's why the markers aren't showing up by the looks of it. Here's another little tip we can try. Switch it off and on again. I know it sounds funny, but Star Citizen, sometimes it's a thing. It all suddenly works now. You'll be going, oh yeah, it's not gonna that. Just till I get bored. I just don't have to be too loud because of the baby in bed next door. So it sees it, but it's not spooling. And you just love it. And I don't know why it's saying engine on down there. That doesn't make sense. Engines are already on. We can fly, we just can't do any jumping, we can't do anything again. There is one thing I can try. No, 4.0 preview. Let me just move a little bit. Now we can see us again starting to move, but still doesn't like us going quick. What's it going to do with this now? I have to boost and then I can only go at that speed. This is ridiculous. Right, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that unless you've got a really good line. So the speed limit is ridiculous. These ships, right, will go about 11 or 1200 meters a second, and we can't even do that. And they really, as I was ranting last time, they really have messed up. They should have left it as it was. If the speed was a problem for the servers and it couldn't cope, which is a case. Right, yeah, and even then you're going to talk about 60 or 70. 60 or 70 megasecond divided by 8, and you'll realise that you're not running that much. So it's possibly under 10 meg a second. So if you multiply 10 megasecond out in 10 seconds, right, you'll get a gig. Not a gig. Yeah, you'll get 100 meg. Yeah. 46 hours in total, yeah. Mine does a gig in 20 seconds. Which I'm quite impressed with, to be honest. Yeah, this is buggered again. So what I'll try and do is jump out and then jump into another server. So this is another thing. Also, I haven't got chat on, so I can't see at the moment whether people are having problems, but that doesn't really matter, does it? If anyone's got any questions, please ask. I can try and read. I can definitely hear. Yeah. Well, the only reason I can stream now is because I've got a good up and a good down. On the other channel that I'm streaming to at the moment, as I said before, you know, it pushes about 40 megasecond out, which is why you can get the quality, whereas I'm limited on Twitch to 8 megasecond. It would be great if I could stream to that as well, you know. So I'll just jump in. I've just jumped in on Spatey, who's one of the guys who flies with us and runs the DCS server for us. So if I jump into his server, it's such a shame because at the moment, frame rate wise, it's quite smooth. Right, let's have a little look. So it's put me in bed here. Now my ship might be lost. It's still, frame rate in here is not as good as it could be. Oh no, it's suddenly picked up, look. So once you go down the lift, you just turn left. And you're literally round the corner from the terminals and the hangars that we were at before. This place used to be really? It's Vulcan that I'm running at the moment. It's a little bit odd, isn't it? Right, let's see if we've got that ship or whether it's lost. So if you look down here, ships that are stored elsewhere, that's a Pyro Gateway. No, it's not. That's my general generic. You want the other one, but you need to go into Discord. Can someone put a link into Discord, please? If you can. There we go. Look, it's unknown. So that means I've got to claim it. When you claim it, it's going to take 10 minutes to come back. Once it starts, you'll see a payment down here. Right? And if I pay 7,000, it'll come back in 3 minutes. Now, I specifically want to try this ship. No, I don't use Discord, but there's a link on it. I use TeamSpeak all the time. Yeah, Discord's... yeah, it was... Can you give him the SC link for me, if you will, please? Solo. If you whisper it. That's interesting. Oh, I haven't got a hangar. The way they do these hangars now is a bit odd. I haven't got a hangar I can go to unless I pull a ship. Yeah, because the name. Hey, hello, noob. How are you? I'll go and put a ship, another ship in there. Put this one in. And then when I go down there, the other ship should be back, hopefully. And then I can swap them over. Bearing in mind that when I left the game, the engine was running, so I might have the same problem as before. But if it's a claim ship, it should reset it all. And you do have to have patience if ever you're trying to, I won't say play it, but get yourself involved. You must have a lot of patience. This is a test, by the way. That's ridiculous, isn't it? It depends which account you're logged into and how you get into it. Can you not just throw it on like a whisper? Yeah, just do it anyway. Right, oh, somebody else has done it, I think. Thanks, Kev. Right, that's another little ship that we're not interested in at the moment. Some of the ships, believe me, I haven't necessarily got them for the purpose. I've got them because they look interesting, if you see what I mean. And bear in mind, you can melt ships, you can upgrade ships. If there's a ship that you bought and there's something better that you want, you can donate that ship to the cost of the next one and add a bit more money if you really wanted to. Or you can wait and you can go and get the ship anyway. So while I'm waiting for this, I can store the other ship, which is up here somewhere. And I'll put that away. I did notice an interesting bug earlier on, where if I'm in my ship and someone's got another instanced hangar where I am, I see all the shadows. I hear that siren and I see all the shadows from the other hangar doors opening and closing because they exist in the same space. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit weird. But I'm sure they'll get that sorted at some point. So, let's see if this other ship's come out. What was it called? It's an iron, isn't it? I forgot who it is. Who is it who does the iron? I've got to so pick my game up, you know, to get back to where I used to know when I knew everything inside out and didn't have to think. I keep forgetting stuff. That's partly because I'm getting old. There it is, Crusader. Right, so I can get that ship now.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
So you hear all the fanning around noises. So the ship should, yeah, there it is. And I still forgot to change the skin. You can move your skins around from place to place because they come as a pot of paint. So if you want to, you know, take your skins with you to a place, you have to put them on the ship, and you put all these pots of paints in your ship and then fly them from your main base to wherever you want them to be. Let's see if this works now. That looks like it's my bedtime while I'm working away. Right, this morning I had to get up at 2 o'clock. So I was at work for 4 and then at work till 12 and then drove for 2 hours, and then I found Lisa was coming out to work. She was let out early, so I went and picked her up from town, so I didn't go to bed for a couple of hours. So now I'll stream, and then when I go to bed I'll be tired. Right, is this opening? No, can you see, look? Can you hear the noise? There's a noise of it opening, but it's not me. If I press this button now, it might put me in a queue, so I'm the next person to go once the other person's flown out to the hangar that's above, and I see inside my ship the shadows from this hangar. While I'm waiting, let's see if my ship moves, which it does. So you can see that now, can you? Alright, Solo. Logan K, you voted for Pedro? Oh, Logan K, I'm sorry, Logan. Possibly. I just realised I'm twisting round. Is this opening yet? Come on. What do you mean it's completed? It's not open. Unless it is open. Let me just check. There's nothing behind me. So that door's supposed to be open. And this is where I think they got a slight problem. So I'm going to go up carefully. And let's see if I go through the door or whether I just bang into the top. What do you reckon? Oh. I think I'm going to bang into the top, but we'll see. Have you noticed how I'm moving? Literally at 1 metre a second. And this is how you should be using your speed limiter. Right, so I banged on the top. But I didn't do any damage to my ship. So now I've made another look. You see the pistons moving? Do you see? And that's what you hear. Everything's moving when it shouldn't be. That's somebody else's hangar. Can you see they're all overlaid instead of having an instance of their own? Now I don't know whether that's for them or me. I think it's possibly for them. Right, okay. So now I've got to wait for them, and then we'll go through this and we'll see if my hangar goes. So they've obviously got an issue with this. Oh! It's alright, I'm that close to the ceiling that my head's stuck, my camera's stuck outside. But yeah, speed limiters while we're waiting. So if you're using analog controls, right, you can use your speed limiter This is the speed limiter. It can go all the way to the top and then any way you want. Now what that does, if you're using keyboard and mouse, it's not as good. But if you're using joysticks, excuse me, like throttles, if I leave my speed limiter at the top, I've got the full range of motion on my other I do apologise, I'm getting too hot, on my other throttle, so it goes from 0 to max. If I bring this down about halfway I've now reduced the amount of speed. Let me go and open the window. I've reduced the amount of speed that I can do, but still have access to the full range of the throttle. What that means is, excuse me, is that I have much better control over the speed, and the more I adjust. Oh shit! Sorry about that. Just knocked your left ear off. Caught my mic then, so I sat down. So can you see I can't get out? And I'll try again. Nope. And basically, if I move this lower down to here, my right throttle now has from 0 to maximum movement up to that little mark. And because my throttle has got a very high resolution, I can adjust this down, right? So I can literally fly 1 meter a second and control it. Okay? If I go backwards, right, and I've moved my stick a smidge, but I can control my ship down to 1 meter a second, and sometimes you need to. And that's how you would use the controller. It makes your joystick do lots more things than it would just by it's going to land. It'll probably find me because it thinks that I've just been lingering around and I'm going to park in the wrong hangar. Bit bizarre, isn't it? I should be able to fix this now, so that little dink on the top. We go to landing. Nope. Wasn't much of a dink, I think it was just the oh, there we go, now it sees it. So click auto and auto, and it should restock everything that I used. See, it's still repairing, do not lift off. But yeah, this hangar's buggered, isn't it? It's not actually opening, so that's a bit of another bug. Oh. What the hell? What's this? Oh, I know. I'm inside someone else's ship. So not only, right, look. Can you see that ship there? So he's probably tried to spawn in, and it's colliding. Look, can you see him over there moving some gear? So he's got his ship parked there. It's just suddenly appeared. Right? Now if the hangar opened, which I can't see, I can see inside his ship, then I could go up, but that hangar door still looks shut to me. Don't you just love it? It's a good one though. So I'm just going to jump out. Now I've got my head in his ship, which is why it's all gone dark. So I'm actually exiting my ship through his ship, right? So I'm going to go and put my ship away. And I wonder if his ship falls down the aisle. This is flashing because there's more than one instance. And this is not good for your eyes, but let's see what happens. I need to find the store button there. Look. Can you hear that? That's collision, that is. about some sort of collision. He's moving stuff from here, and you've got both instances overlapping. Very odd, isn't it? Can't get inside his ship or anything, and that ship doesn't physically exist for me. Looks like it, doesn't it? I've just jumped from one server to another. Oh well, never mind. You do have to have patience. Fortunately, I've got some patience. If anyone's got any questions, please jump in and ask. I can see there's a few viewers on. Don't think there's anybody really on the other stream. So that was me joining Spatey. So, oh look what we've got there. Oh, did that move? That was a cookie. Hey pup. So far in the nearly hour and a half I've been streaming, I can't do anything. So we got some very weird hanger problem, some odd jump problem, but we'd actually got the markers. So I'm just changing servers again, see if it's server related. Yeah. At this stage, at least there's something to get into. Usually round about Christmas time, it falls over in a big heap after a couple of days, doesn't it? Which is why they left the other one up. So at least people can go back to that. So, you know, you have to know what the score is, and if you choose to come in here, it is on an experimental basis. But by the time I've finished, I'll be spending all my money and I won't be able to do anything. It's not that difficult to make money. Let's see what happens now. Frame rate suddenly dropped down to about 20 odd. It'll pick up again soon. Right, shall we try that again? Yeah, we can do that, matey. Have you got the, have you still got the profile that I gave you before? Let's see if the iron's there, which it is.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
All you need to do, you don't know, have a look in TeamSpeak, and it was stored either in Allman's Snug or in the whatchamacallit, or in the Star Citizen channel. So if you right click and browse, you should see it. Right, so there's my ship. The noise we can hear is somebody else. So let's see if I can get in. Oh, that is someone else, is it? Or is it me being too close? I think there's possibly two ships there, which is interesting. I can't. That looks like a carrack, doesn't it? Is it a carrack overlaid with my ship? Something with missiles? Or is it me just being a dumbass? Could be, could be me being a dumbass. I might be forgiven for that. Alright, let's see if I can get up and out. Hopefully the door moves, hopefully the thing moves, hopefully... Power off. Interesting. Yeah, no worries mate, just check. Two people. Now I've got to wait 200 seconds. Anyway, I take it everyone's got nothing better to do. Let's pause that there. So this particular ship is based on the A10C, which, if you know most of the things that I stream, it's usually DCS Yeah, I'm just a nobody. So basically, that was the interest in this, because they'd literally based it, because some of the devs and some of the people that played Imperium are DCS players. And to be honest, DCS and this are the two games where they put that much detail into things. Unnecessary detail, but you'd miss it if it wasn't there. And it was a good idea, so the whole thing's built around that one gun. But then they nerfed it because all the light fighters, this is a heavy fighter, said this ship shouldn't be able to manoeuvre, shouldn't be able to kill them, shouldn't be able to do this, it's for big ships. So they nerfed the gun. So if you point at a little ship, you have pips all over the place and you can't shoot them. Rather than people learn how to combat you and learn how to work around the problems, they just nerf your gun. It's pathetic. Oh, look. Look. Just hope my ship moves. Come on. Whoa. Ship moves. I wonder if the hangar door opens straight after somebody else. Did I bring my legs up? Okay, have you found it? Have you found the file? Yeah, that's possibly it. There's probably only one in there. Right, are we on Quantum? No, we're not. Have we got a mission? No, we haven't. What happened to the mission? It's disappeared. So let's go and see if we can find something. Again, go to offers. If you can't see anything, look up here. You've got offers history and accepted. So we want bounty hunter. Let's have a look. Where's this? Yellow, that'll be it. And then we need the offers again. And we want mercenary, so we can pick up call to arms. We'll accept that one. And then yeah, well, you might need an update. So once you've started the game, once you get to the main menu, let me know and I'll tell you what to do there. You don't need to get into the game to be able to pull the controls over. Right, so we're moving. We're still not going to move. That's on gun mode. That's on missiles. This is on Q2. Let's move that over to flight. We should be able to go full tilt. But I think they've done something again. Or is it going? Look, see, it's going now. Before, if you remember, it wouldn't do this. So that's looking a bit better. So it goes just over 1,000 with boost. Does it do any more? Nope. So that's its maximum speed. Right, let's have a little look. I don't know where the marker is. I'm not sure whether we are tracking the target. And we're going blurry and dark because I've just spun the ship round. Bearing in mind we're going 1,000 odd meters a second. Your head doesn't like it, which is why it's doing this. Preview. Have you not got preview? I bet you haven't, have you? In fact, you've got no space. Or did you download it last time? So I should see a marker now. Ah, you got it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, let's change this to quantum mode. See if we can go anywhere. Oh, look. It's not going anywhere. They're selling. Oh, that's good. Don't know where yellow is, but I'm happy to just move. Okay, so we're actually quantuming in just under 2 hours. Right, so the thing we want is at yellow, and the way these moons are organised is you can, if you find the planet. That's a moon, by the way, there. We might find that the planet's the other side, but if you look around, you should see Crusader, which is a big pink one. You'd think it would be right opposite, wouldn't you? There it is. So if you follow that over from there, you should see that's another one. That's Seraphim, where we've just come from. There should be another couple of moons. One of them might be the one that's covered, which is usually the case. That's Crusader. See that one there? I can't quite point to it, look. But sometimes when you can see one here, another one's over one side and the other one's hiding. If we look at the map, we should be able to jump round. Map. Here's the planet. Here's Crusader. We're on one of the moons. Just double click, I think. Or do we? Or do we just zoom in? So here's the moons. As you get closer. There's security post Korea. Why can't I see the planets there on this orbit? Well, you should see. Oh, idiot, the one's selling. They're over here, see? There's you are. So I can hit it. And then watch it do nothing with it. Has it picked it? Yeah, you should be able to go there, no problem. I can only guess they've got issues with content. That should calculate. I should have all the fuel and everything. And there's no reason why from here I can't jump there unless this is blocked. Yeah, look, see where I am on this side of it. So I need to move around to the edges and then I should be able to do it. Okay, yeah, just do it, matey, and then I'll explain. So if we look back at the moon that we're at, there'll be a number of markers around it, such as that one there, that's security post Korea. I'm on the wrong side of it. So this here will be number 4. There'll be a number 5 either behind me or in front once we jump there. And that's how we navigate around. So they're orbital markers, which is what OM's... Oh. Right, servers died. Now one of the things they've got is they've got a graph data system that records the state of everything. So what used to happen in the old days is that we would be kicked out, the servers died to death and that's it. However, now what should happen is it will spool up some servers automatically, take the data from this instance, and then we just carry on as though nothing happened. Now the time it takes for this to happen can vary. When you got 500 players on, and if you got 200 in this instance, then obviously it's going to take a little bit longer because the amount of data it collects is phenomenal, and that's stored off server. So that'll have another system that manages it. Eventually they want to get that speed down. At the moment they're using 10 servers just for 500 people, which is ridiculous, but it does make it quite playable. And even in this state we're sitting here in a local sort of limbo and we've still got a reasonable frame rate, and it should just suddenly come back and then we just carry on from here. Don't know whether I've got external views yet. Can't move around my external views though. Anyone's got any questions, please jump in. Haven't got anything yet. So I've got no input, look, at all. It's just me sitting in an isolated instance of nothingness. Play a game of I Spy Some at beginning with. Why? Hey pup. Right, okay, so can you see the options option on the bottom of the screen? There's one on the left and there should be one to the right. Yeah, it says options. So if you select options, on the top right, probably the second one from the right, is key bindings. If you click on key bindings, on the bottom left, it says advanced. Oh, sorry, no. Go back down. On the bottom right, you can see where it says mouse keyboard, then it'll say controllers. You need to select joystick. Yeah, can you see it says joystick? You keep cycling through. Okay, so when you select that, on the left hand side, now you need to select the advanced one. I can't remember what it's called, or advanced controls, is it? And when you select that, right, you'll come up to the right hand side with a little drop down menu, and you'll have various configs in there. Now where you've put that config is not necessarily in the correct place unless you did put it in the correct place. Are you aware of where you put it or not? Okay, so Alt Tab back to your desktop if you can, and then what you want to do is go and grab the file and then tell me when you've got it, like either Control C or right click, and then I'll tell you where you need to stick it. And I don't know whether I've still got my mission, by the way. Pardon? No, just right click and say copy. Unless, oh, have you not copied it to your desktop yet? I'm sorry mate, every time I start to jump I can't hear a word you say. Sorry, say that again? Okay, well, as long as you've got the file that you can move, you should be able to go into the file browser, open folder, right click, copy, and then you need to navigate to where your Star Citizen folder is located. And on the root menu within it, it should be something like Star Citizen and then the version you've got, which is the preview. You'll see a user folder, and let me know when you found that. Now, if you look on the right hand side, there's a little folder that, or an indicator on your browser that says downloads, and if you click on there, depending on your browser of course, it should give you the option of going to the folder or running a file in whatever method you got it. Have you pulled it from TeamSpeak yet or not? Right click and download. See if I've still got that contract, and it should put it in your downloads folder, all being well. Right, so I've got the contract, but it's lost track of it, so I should be able to say untrack and track. Okay, now you can copy it, yeah? And then you should be able to go and find your Star Citizen folder, and as I said, it'll probably be Robert Space Industries, Star Citizen, and then a couple of other things, and that will allow you then to be able to start navigating through the file structure. I can't see the target, can anyone else see it? There's a chance that the job's disappeared. Hang on one minute, I need to turn you up. You are very quiet. Just 1 minute, pup. I need to change his volume. Can't quite read it very well. I don't want to suddenly kick him from the server or something like that. There we go. Right, speak.
Hello.
Oh shit, me, that's too loud. Your mic's a bit close to the finger. Right, okay. So once you've got that file, if you go, do you know where your Star Citizen is installed? Okay, so do you know what drive it's on? Okay, see if you can navigate to it on there. And as I said, it'll probably say something like Star Citizen, and then you'll see the two different versions you've got, unless you've only got one, and it'll be called Preview once you move into there. I can't see this contract, and I think it's lost it. It's supposed to have kept it, but I think it's lost it. Right, you go into Preview. And once you've done that, what you need to do, let me try and get this, hang on. It's gone. I just wanted a nice simple little mission. I'll just wait a second. Okay, so once you've got Preview, double click into it. Can you see the user folder yet or not?
Yeah.
Okay, go into user folder. And then towards the top of that structure, you'll see a 0. Is that right? Client, go into client.
Yeah.
Then can you see 0? Go into 0. And then you might see controls.
Yeah.
Go into there. And then there might be profile. Mappings, that's the one, sorry. And then drop that file in that box, in that folder. Let me know when you've done. Right, let's see if we got a mission. Do apologise. This is obviously not my fault, but sometimes it is what it is. Service beacons, one mercenary. That one might work. Is it round yellow? Where is it? Yeah, I'll try that one. Right, we've got call to arms already. So let's go to this. Already tracked. We're looking for a marker around yellow, and it's usually in the asteroids, so we've got nothing. Again, let's try and find it. I haven't even got a hint of a marker or anything. Comaray, go down there. Right, let me know when you've dropped it in and you're back at your Star Citizen screen. You can't see it, can you? Pardon? No, that's fine. So all you got to do, once you get back, you should be at the menu that you were at before, where you can see the little profiles in the box on the lower right, yeah? Ah, well, where's your Star Citizen at the moment? Yeah, but what menu are you in? Do you know what I mean? What can you see? If you're not sure, just press escape. Does that help? Okay, main menu. Choose options on the bottom left. Top right, key bindings. Bottom right, change it from mouse and keyboard to joystick.
Joystick hottas.
Yep. On the left hand side, advanced controls. On the right hand side, you should see a little box with a drop down. I'm scanning for stuff at the moment. Can you see it? And when you click that drop down, you'll see the file that you've just dropped in that other folder.
The control profile.
Yes. And it will say whatever it was called, March something or May something or...
Now, how drag it?
Hang on. You literally click the right hand side and it will open up all the different profiles. Can you see that? I can't find this mission, there's no marker.
Yeah.
Right, so as you scroll down them, you should see the one that you put in that folder. And it will be called Export March or something. Can you see it?
What folder?
In the... when you do a drop down and it'll list all the different profiles available to you. You know where it says joystick profiles? There's a little arrow and you click on the right hand side and then it opens up. You can see the stream, yeah?
No, the moment.
Okay, so we've gone all the way through what I'm doing on stream. You've gone to Advanced Control Customization, yeah? And can you see a little box saying Control Profiles at the bottom of your screen?
That's it.
Right, okay, see the big arrow on the left?
Yeah.
Click it.
I'm there.
Right. Now scroll down the list using your mouse wheel.
Yeah, but it's not there.
Right, okay, so did you put it in the right place?
No, because I know how to put it in right.
Oh, right, well you went to the right folder. Did you not right click your mouse and then say paste?
No.
Right, that's the bit you've missed. Okay, no worries. So just Alt Tab back out.
Yeah.
And then go. You should have the file probably in the clipboard, but just in case, go and right click it and then do copy. But it might already be there. I can't find a marker for this mission. It's not showing me anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to copy and then go and navigate right to where we went before, which is Star Citizen preview, user folder, 0, profiles control, something like that. Do you know which one I mean? This is fun, and it looks like it's still there. Oh, it's one of these. We'll take track.
The
Come
same game.
on. Sorry. No, that's DCS. It's literally where you've installed the game. Do you know where I mean?
Or citizen folder.
Right, okay. So you've got user. Right, you want the preview. Right, and then once you go there, you look in the folder and there should be user. No, a user folder. So if you go to the user folder and double click that,
It's client.
right, go in there. Yeah, go in there. I can't see the mission. I'll just go and have a look around it. Yeah, and then profiles. Mappings, that's the one. Now when you get to there, double click in, and once you're in mappings there's no more things, is there? Right, so right click or press Control V. So right click your mouse and use the little paste icon and you should see the file appear in there. So what I'm doing is scanning to see if it shows anything. And this is a really long way of trying to do this. Have you got the file? Is it in there? Did it? Right, so did you actually copy it when you moved it from download? If you leave that folder open, hold the Windows key down, right, and then tap E. That will open up another file browser, and then go and find it in there, which should be in downloads, and then drag it across if that's easier for you. I'm scanning looking for this marker, and it's not easy, and I'm going black because while I'm going round, it's actually, I'm going a bit too fast basically. I'm trying to scan to see if I can find anything here. If you drag it into the folder that you've got open at the moment, which is mappings, I think. Assuming you have got the mappings thing still open. I cannot see the mission at all. Should have a little yellow marker by it. As you see the number there, it's OM1, that means this one's OM2. So that's like a North Pole, and that's the South Pole, and then the others go around the middle. So there's another 4 around there, which is your 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm just jumping to the poles to see if I can say anything, but I can't. Have you got the folder file in there yet? No, well, that sounds unsure. You should be able to drag it from your download into that folder. And I've just come over to Crusader now by mistake. Pardon? Yeah, that's fine, mate. There's no rush. Well, this is a fun evening, isn't it? How many of you are just listening to me to send you to sleep? I wonder if anyone else is having the same problem. It wouldn't surprise me. It's definitely around yellow, look. There's a constellation Andromeda under attack by the asteroids. Last time I tried this, Pup, who was in my ship with me, could see the marker and I couldn't, and he literally had to tell me where to go, and then we scanned and then we found the ships. But this is just like ridiculous. There's just nothing. These are all the other planets and things you can see from space. The planets, see, these are just markers. The actual, I wonder, let me try something. See that quantum beacon that's overlaying? It's not normally the sort of thing you would go for, but let's have a look. Okay, so is it definitely in that folder? Check before you carry on.
Yeah.
Right, excellent. Okay, so now go back to your Star Citizen.
Yeah.
And you should still have that little control profile thing on the bottom right.
Yeah.
So now what you want to do is go back one, because it needs refreshing, So I think there's an option to go back, is there, on the left hand side or something?
Yeah.
So back one, and then go back to control profiles. That'll refresh the list, and then when you click on the greater than arrow, you should now see it.
Options.
Control. Oh, sorry, you've gone all the way back.
Yeah.
Okay, so options, top right is keyboard, key bindings. Bottom right, change it from mouse and keyboard to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, hot ass. And then go to the control profiles. Where's that shit gone? I must have found it by accident. Let's see what happens. And then when you hit that little drop down list, that's it. So click on it and then import, and then you'll get a list of things. Right, we've got a ship there, look. We can start shooting. If yeah, so did you click on the little profile that you just put in there?
Yeah.
And it says load or import or something. What does it say? Oh yeah. No, that's where I thought you were trying to get to. That's where you need to be. So what you need to do with that is basically select keyboard for keyboard, joystick for joystick, throttle for throttle, TPRs for TPRs. Right, can you see what's happening with my little pipper, look? Can you see? I'm squeezing the trigger and it fires when I let go. Yeah. You don't need to do the mouse, you can just leave it. You can do the keyboard if you want, but do the joysticks definitely, and the TPRs. So when I'm firing, right, I can't fire when I want. It fires when I let go. Okay, and then when you get into game, then all your controls should be the same as mine, unless I've had to change one. Do you see what I mean? That delay there. Alright, so it should be fine, and then just ask me what you need to move. As that ship's getting closer, I'm strafing down, and I can't do anything with this at all. I mean, so it should select a default for you. Now he's coming straight at me. Why is it set your graphics up like mine? It should just go with what you've got and try it and see what it looks like. And then once you're in the game, then you can make some choices. So yeah, when I'm trying to shoot him with this gun, okay, I've actually found a target, but I'm just showing how bad this is to shoot with now. So yeah, there's a big delay when I try and pull the trigger, so as a consequence it makes it really hard to try and hit it, and this ship is capable of taking out most things, but when you come across little light fighters, it's awful. Come on. You can hear my button going, and usually I should be able to track him, no problem at all, and just take a quick shot and that's it. But trying to fire at something, that's alright. What's up? Oh, your head tracking, it's not a problem. Got a few days of doing stuff. Lisa's going to play tomorrow. good practice, mate, sorting you out. This is pretty useless. Right, what I'll do now is I'll change the ship and I'll show you the difference. I know, yeah, it's wicked, isn't it? Yeah, she forgets that people are, you know, watching. Mind you, I don't know whether she'd stream, she probably won't. Oh, the VoIP, we could do that. I think she's got a camera there. I could set VoIP up just for fun. Yeah. So do you see what I mean now? You can't shoot these things. You shoot when you let go of the trigger, which is like crazy. So it's completely knackered, completely nerfed. And they are changing it, by the way. I read something. So what I'm going to do now is just go back to Quantum. But guess what? Now I've got no shields. So the ships behind me are going to come running up and shoot the ship out of me. And that's ridiculous. Why on earth would you have to do that? How unrealistic is it? Oh great, it just does that now, look. So I'm now stuck here. Got no shields. Right? Waiting for this to spool up. Yeah, no worries, matey. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Where's the logic in that? Now that guy who I was just shooting, there's a good chance he'll be dead by the time I come back. So how am I supposed to do that mission with this ship, right, that basically just doesn't let you do stuff? Whereas if you get a little fighter, right, it'll probably work 10 times better. Come on, where's my duty? And where's all my markers gone? There they are. Right, I need a quantum marker to get round, which is probably round here. One of these. Nope. And you can't see the bloody markers again round here. Oh wait, it's a bit... What's that down there? It's probably a planet, yeah. I need to be able to jump around this planet. What have we got here? Oh, that's yellow, where we just come from. That's another one. None of these are markers, they're usually around the planet surface. There's OM3, but that's obstructed, so I can't get to it. So if I go this way a little bit, which is Daymar, and then jump, and then stop the jump. Yeah, of course you can, just one moment. Let's get somewhere where it's a bit lighter, because I use dark a lot. So now you should be able to see it when I can get out. Come on. Oh, why is it not going? It's not even allowing me to jump out of the ship. Let's try this keyboard. Sorry, when I said, can you see the ship? I'm pressing a button, right, to allow you to see my ship so I can change my view, and I can't. Can you hear me pressing the button? This is bizarre. Let's change that profile. Let's do that. Just 1 second. Am I out now? I can't show you my ship at the moment. It's not letting me F4, which is an external view, which is a bit odd. Let's try and get a window. I wonder if it's because it's... Oh, for God's sake. It's another little bug, look. It just completely drops your quantum. And then you can't jump without pointing somewhere else. Let's jump over here. Gonna move Activate content. No, this is ridiculous. This is not letting me. Bollocks to it. Just 1 minute. Yeah, no worries. I've just jumped out the ship so you can see it. So basically, it's quite a heavy fighter with a single gun. As you can see, the gun there, it's a size 7 gun. It will demolish a lot of stuff. It's not red, that's just lighting. Let me get rid of this. But one of the things they did was they just basically nerfed it somewhat, which annoyed everyone ages ago, but now they're going to put it back to where it really should be. And it was because all the people in light fighters were going, that ship shouldn't be able to kill us, it can't manoeuvre, blah blah blah. And that's because you can pop the light fighters like peas. Oh. Yeah, just 1 moment. What does that mean? Oh right, just, oh you see your nose, right, just 1 moment. Oh, I've got to get back in. Yeah, this is quite a nice ship. The level of detail and everything is really good. How much did I pay for it? It could have been 220 quid a long time ago. I don't know how much they are now. There's a pair of them, one with ion-based weapon and one with ballistics. And both of them are capable of taking out big ships. But when I bought this stuff, I'd got disposable income, which I haven't had disposable income for a long time. So as a consequence, haven't bought much at all for a long time. But the other half, I stopped buying in 2014. I bought these after. But she wanted ships, so I had to pay for her ships as well, and she plays. Right, let me try and work out where I need to go. I've got some of the ships you can have a look at if you want. And there's a ship that I bought in 2014. Right, that's 10 years ago that I haven't had yet. It's not been made. It's like this space station I'm after. If you need some help, are you new to it, or are you just looking, or you just started? Because I'm more than happy to give you as much info as I can. I'm not sort of playing anything specific. It's been a nightmare, and I mean been a complete nightmare, to be honest, tonight. Okay. And what ship have you got? Have you coming on a £45 game package, yeah? Oh, that's fine. The thing is, when we started originally, the way it was looked at is we're not actually buying any ships at all. We're just saying, here's some money, what a good idea, take my money and just make the game. That's the sort of concept. And what they said was, well, thank you for giving us some money towards a project. Here you go, take this ship. And yeah, there you go. And the problem is with that, people sort of suddenly think they're buying ships for a game that's coming out in a year's time, and that's not the case. It's like donating bricks to the building of a new hospital that's going to take 5 years, and you think it's going to take 18 months or 2. Yeah, oh, you've upgraded yours. But yeah, starting off with an Aurora is enough to get you going. If you can make a little bit of money by just doing some simple parcel missions, you'll then be able to rent a ship. And you rent a ship for a day and go and do some slightly bigger missions, whether that's cargo or whether it's fighting. It depends on the ship you've got. I've got to wait now, look. But that enables you to make more money. You can't do cargo in terms of the big crates, but what you can usually do is what we call box missions. So there's a little box and you basically go and pick that up and take it somewhere else. So you, in some cases, you pick up 3 boxes from the same moon from different places, and you go and deliver them somewhere else, and you make money like that. So when you first start, that's the easiest way of starting. Now, I'm not sure, because all this is in a state of flux and then some. This is the preview version, not the actual live game version. Yeah, and that's exactly what you're doing, but you can do it in anything. I don't know anymore, because this is the preview. So let's have a little look and see what we've got. So if we go from here and we look at hauling, now it depends. This here isn't going to be one of those. Covalexy depending, blah blah, hold. Possibly, but I haven't got any showing. So this is, how big's a 1SCU box? Is that the sort of quite big one, or is that a carryable? Yeah, it could well be. Okay, well what I'll do is I'll accept it and then we'll go and have a look, alright? But I'm just surprised there's 50,000 for it, but we'll see. So let me go in land, let me change my ship. Where's my... Right, so where's my... Ah, yeah, there will be other ones, but I just don't know what they're called in this version. Where's the hangar? It's over there. So 1SCU is probably too big for the Aurora. However, the Aurora can take the box missions, but I'd have to find out which ones they were, because the naming convention and everything has changed. I don't know why I put my legs out. I hate that, because it slows you down. Right. So I'm just using all the strafe controls there and the speed limiter, so that when I do strafe it's not going all over the place. And then now's where I should really put my legs down. Move over a little bit so I'm not going to lose a wing on the thing going down. Oops, a bit hard, but hey. Right, so you saw that fighting, right? It was absolutely useless. So what I'll do is I'll go and get a... Yeah, what did you upgrade to? Was it Cutlass? That's one thing you're probably not aware of. You can upgrade ships from one to another, and instead of losing the money you invested in the first place, that goes towards the next ship. So when you sort of outgrow your ship, you could, for just a small amount, upgrade it. However, if you don't want to spend any more money, that's absolutely fine as well, because you should be able to earn enough money to go and do things. Right, I've got an Aurora. Yeah, did you get the Titan? Was it a little silver thing built like a space shuttle? Is it a big black one? Or grey colour? Sounds like a Cutlass black. Yeah, this is the one. It's a light fighter, but you still, I'll show you. Oh, what? Oh, right, okay. So, do you know what the key is for your track IR to do a centre? Have you got a key assigned? Like F7 or something? Yeah, well, press that key and see if it works. It was the Aurora MR, so we'll have a look at that. This isn't Aurora MR. Okay, so oh, I know why you can see your nose. Look at your throttle, and on the left-hand side, you've got the EAC switch. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Let me go and have a look. Pull that EA switch back because it's forward at the moment. It's not your track IR. It's if you were. Yeah, I know what picture you were seeing. It was a very big close-up of your face, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a selfie cam.
I saw my buggers.
Come on, if I can get in the shit, that is. Get in. Right, okay. So this is Aurora, but whether it's this one or a different one, it doesn't really matter. They're all very similar. Slight variations. Now I can see this deliver 7SCU of titanium to August Dunlow. August Dunlow is the port behind us, and we have to go and find the titanium, so that's not going to be any good. Really bad. Okay, so go back to the graphics again. I'm by Crusader, so I'll go to Seraphim. And is there a reset there? Have a look at the options. Just work your way down, go options, graphics, and start from the top, and you'll see some quality graphics and various things, yeah? Yeah, well, it's not those you need, is it, if your graphics are bad, or are you talking about the mistiness? Yeah, there's lots. Go and have a look. There's lots of graphic settings. Switch off motion blur, which is about fourth from the bottom, and switch off film grain. Right, so there we go. Pardon? It depends. I use VSync because I limit this to 60 FPS. Right, let's go and find a better mission and see what we can get. Yeah, get rid of that and get rid of the motion blur. So one of the things you've got to consider is when you dump contracts like I'm doing now, that's not good, because then that really goes a bit against you. Now this is only saying haulage, and again this is a similar sort of mission, 1 SCU cargo containers. Now what somebody said is that this has got the ability to carry 1 SCU cargo, probably underneath there. Okay, now I haven't got anything on me to carry cargo containers. I can't pick them up. I think 1 SCU is too big, but we'll go and have a look anyway, if it's at Covalex. And if not, I need to go and get a beam. I can't remember what they're called now. As I said, I've only just started playing again. We need to go and get a doodad beam, and I can't remember. Let's have a look. Pro 10 Bounty Hunter's not going there. I'm going to the wrong thing. This is a basic one. We need to carry 7. We won't be able to in one go. Let's go and have a look at it anyway. We should get a marker, and it'll be at Covalex. Covalex is a space station. It used to be like an old delivery space station. And again, I'm looking for the markers, and you would think it would select it. No, it's not over there. I know where it's by. Can't see it through there. Let's get away from these. So it's round by Daymar. So if we have a little look at the maps, Daymar is a moon, which is over here, which Yes, matey. To find what? What? I don't understand. What's that? Oh, field of view. Sorry, I thought you said fob, and I was thinking, I didn't think there was a fob in this game. Do you know what I mean? And I thought you were saying fob because you're still quiet. Field of view. It's probably default. I've never changed it. Are you talking about head tracking or are you talking about graphics? Let me just check. Field of view. Mine's set to 86 and it's under graphics on the top left. So just scroll down a bit and you'll see it. Right, I'm not getting any markers at all to jump. So there's that invalid target. Right, that means I'm a little bit close to there, see? So I need to move off to the edge of the planet, and when I go to move to the edge of the planet I probably haven't got anything to jump to because this is messing around somewhat. On gun mode, change it. Let's change it to this. Again, I need to pick up a marker, don't care which one. What's that one? Daymar, that'll do nicely, it's where I want to go anyway. So round Daymar you'll find there's a station in orbit, but as I said, I really think that I'm going to need a tool to be able to pick these things up. I don't think they're carryable. Just having a quick scan around. There we go, Covalex shipping. Now Covalex shipping is a defunct oh for God's sake, come on. Look, I can't pick that now. I've got to go and point at something else. Right? And then I can go back to it and then I can pick it. It's not resetting properly and it just suddenly disappears off. So if that happens to you when you're trying to move around, then you should be able to just look somewhere else and then go. So here, as far as I'm aware, this may have changed. So I'm not sure where we're going to pick the things up for, or if they've redesigned it completely. So this is unoccupied. So what I'm wondering is whether these things are titanium. So I've gone into a mode for scanning now. Only I know how to scan nowadays. So I'm wondering whether these containers or whether there's some containers within the space station that we've got to go and find. I think it's titanium we're after, isn't it? Looks like I've got a mission come back from earlier. Right, as trusted transport, Covalex is looking for independents and used to join her. Do you have access to a ship canal 1 SCU? Can you pass an advocacy background check? In that case, simply complete an evaluation trial by picking up a shipment of titanium from a freight elevator. Oh, for God's sake. Freight elevator at Seraphim Station above Crusader, where we come from. And then we've got to take it to... For For God's sake, I'm sorry I didn't read it. Unless this is a mission that we picked earlier. I do apologise. Okay, someone's calling me. Is that you, pup?
Yeah, I think it is.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going back to here. Click on there to set the course. I'm going back to Crusader, to Seraphim. Now we can see the marker pointer there. And yeah, I know where you are. Go up to Seraphim if you can. It should be straight above the town from where you take off. Just look around in the sky and it'll be above you somewhere. Right, so there's a freight elevator around here. And that's quite good actually, because what that means is that while we're here, and it's just slightly disappeared, it's around here somewhere. While we're here, we can go and get what we need. And no, I can't see it. Could be above me. I wasn't paying attention when we come past to see which way it went. Could be here. Oh, for God's sake. Apart from me being rusty, sometimes it's not very intuitive. And you can understand why people get frustrated with it. It's been a pain in the ass all night, but hey. Right, so maps. So it's right by me, there it was. And this map scrolling's just as bad as it used to be. Still jumpable. Come on. Is it too close? Yeah, I think it's too close. There it is. So at this place there is a cargo deck. So we've got to go around to the cargo decks, which I've not used one before, to be honest. So just bear with me. So there's a freight elevator at the cargo deck. Let's get rid of that there. And as you come down, you'll see where the cargo area is. Now we could go inside and I'll show you the tool that you'll need. There's one of two. And that is either the small handheld or there's one slightly bigger. And you use it for moving some of the slightly bigger boxes around. So I wonder where the freight elevator is. And that ship's dying, the one there, look. So I still seem to have managed somehow to get a mission, which is there. That one is there. Track that instead. It always helps. It should show me somewhere where I've got to go. This is the freight area for this. Where the freight elevator is, I have no idea. So I'm assuming that it's going to be somewhere outside the ship, but I don't know where. Can't see a specific marker. What I'll do is I'll press my button to ask for docking. And that's put me all the way over there, which is not where I want to go. Oh, don't know what that was. Let me go and dock and we'll go down to the freight place, pick up the tool that we need, if I've got enough money at the moment, and then see if we can do anything from inside or whether it's a carryable, and then take it back to our ship, or at least find out where we've got to land so we can get it. Right, so this hangar is a top-down one. It shouldn't be too difficult to get into. You can see it open just about. So again, using a speed limiter to limit your movement, slow you down, and that means you get fine control if you're using a stick. Sometimes you might want to go in like slightly diagonal like this, so that it just gives you a little bit more room as you get in. And as you start coming in, just move the speed limiter back a little bit more and a little bit more, so you've got more room. And as soon as you take your undercarriage out, it will slow you down even more, and you're about to flip round, and then you can land just by lifting your nose up, move it over to the centre a little bit, and just gently tap the strafe button down. And then we'll go and have a little look and see what we can find. If you're going to shoot off, by the way, let me know, otherwise I end up talking to nobody, which is quite often, to be fair. It's a joy of streaming. So let's see if we can go and find where we can get this from. Once I can get out. Right, one of these ways, this end. So they used to have box missions, as we call them, and it was the reason why you have the box missions is it gets you used to flying around some of the little moons and things. One of the things that you find at first is you end up crashing into moons. Let me know before you're not here. Right, so when you come out of this part here, you turn left, and there's some lifts or elevators depending where you come from, and basically when you go in there you get an option of 3 places. One's a galleria, food and everything, and also shops, hangars and hubs, or cargo centre. So we go to the cargo centre, and this will take us to where we could sell those containers. As I said, I haven't done this mission, well, I haven't done this mission at all. So your cargo, your responsibility. So what do we have to do? Yes, matey? Right, okay. You may need to invert. When you move the speed limiter, does it go up or down when you push your stick forward? So it's already on. Right, so when you get into the ship, just be careful. Look at the hood and see if you can see the speed limiter. And you might find it's either pull back. Can you pull both your sticks back? Make sure they're pulled all the way back. And get into your ship. Right. These might be somewhat on the desk. This is a hip mounted controls. This might be a 1 SCU container, that size. So if we go to these screens, he says, come on, work. Right, what we want to look for is yeah. Right, now, is the ship still at full power or not? Or was it just a graphical glitch? There's 2 things there. So if you hold F and look down, which ship you in? Are you in the little one or the big one? You only have one. Okay, so get into the front seat and then hold F, look at the seat, and you'll be in the right place, and click, and then look at your dashboard by holding F, look probably towards the left or the middle, and you'll see flight ready, and click that. And then we need to work out what your controls are doing. So this is a small one, okay? This is, let's change this to, oh, I can't. This line here determines where the stuff that I buy goes. If you're still a Zotic, is that right? Or Zotic. So this depends where it delivers. If you've got a backpack, you can select your backpack here and it'll put in your backpack. I haven't got one on. So this is the small handheld. And I'm going to buy that. Okay, I only want one for now. And this is the bigger version, which is more expensive, and buy that as well. Okay, and that will allow me to pick up quite big things and small things. The other thing is, on top of that, you've got attachments, and when you look at the attachments, for the little handheld one, you can get an oxy-torch cutter, a true hole tractor beam. That's what we want now. And there's also an orbit mining attachment. So you use that for mining, that for cutting, that one for true hold. This one is batteries for the other type. So you need batteries for it to work. I mean, last time I tried, I couldn't get it to work. I'm going to buy 5 batteries. I don't know how long they'll last. Okay. Now it's put those in the station on my.
I think
it's all. So when you've got these sticks pulled back, are both the things on full power?
yeah.
Right. Okay. So you need to invert them. Now they should already be inverted in terms of the settings on the one page. So if you hit escape and look, there's something called controls. When you click on there, right, you'll find inversion towards the top, and then you want ship movement or flight, whichever the option is.
You mean that to choose to voice the
Yeah, that's right, on the bottom right type thing. But I'm going to try and get this.
so the stick is the your plus 1.
Well, usually HOTAS 1, throttle will be HOTAS 2, and your TPRs are likely to be HOTAS 3. Did I buy that then? Did anyone notice? Probably. Right, and I'm also going to get a backpack of some sorts. Now when you get a backpack, if I can point at it, let's try it. No, it's not going to do it. I'll have to buy it from here. When you get a backpack, certain backpacks fit on certain types of armour. So if you get a heavy backpack, right, you need it to fit onto a heavy armour. So this one, I think, it should tell you it's a light backpack, so that will fit all armour. So I'll buy that as well. I wasn't sure if I bought the other armour, but I know I've got some armour in my hanger. So now we need to find a station where we can put these things on. And this is the annoying thing. Ah, they might be up there. Because they've changed. Yeah, there we go. They've changed a lot of things, so we can go in here. Are you still there, by the way, or have you gone to sleep? We can put the armour, which I didn't get one in the end, but I've got some anyway. Put that on my back. And on top of that, we can put the backpack. Okay? And now we've got storage for a backpack. So I can put it on my hip, or usually on my head. Let's turn around. I don't know where that went then. Has that disappeared? Looks like it, doesn't it? This can go on the backpack. And the batteries, I seem to have bought 60 batteries for some reason, can go in here. And if I left shift and right click, I can split them up a bit. I only want a couple of them. Okay, so hit split, and now I've got 3 there and 3 there. I'm going to drag these and put them on these areas. So there's one. And this is where you would sort of put ammo as well. 3. Now there's my thing. That should go on my hip. And then if I put this on the gun, and that should be my attachment for picking things up. So what I need to do now is work out, which again I don't know, second guessing. There's going to be a freight elevator somewhere, and in fact when we came in, it did tell us we could go and do something. There's no screens here. Can't talk to the guy, can I? Nope. Looks like he's got his UPS uniform. So it's obviously not done by screen yet. She's going to ignore me.
You need something?
I do. Like a room. I don't want a room. So I'm not quite sure. All cargo, your responsibility. Okay, let's try this. No, that's just a poster. So the other thing is, I don't know at this point in time how the hell to get cargo from this place. Let's go over towards the left. Not there. So I'm not helping you much here, but all the things I've done so far are what you need to do. There might be a cargo radio system that you radio them, or there might be an area in space that we need to go and fly into. Let's go back to hangars and hubs. You can't use these weapons, right? Even though they're not weapons, can't use them in the station unless something's changed. Where the hell did I go? I didn't come to the right place, did I? Or did I? Hangars and hubs? Oh yeah, I did. Let's go back to this Aurora. It should still be there. I haven't put it away yet. So I should still have a small hangar. There it is. How much it should still be waiting for me. Have you noticed I'm not getting any of that crossing over of stuff? Now I should be able to use, I've just thought these in here. So if I press, I think it's this one. That one, there you go. Okay, now I can pick things up with that. I might be able to pick the ship up. Look. Don't want to do it though. You get the gist. And the little one, where's the little one? Number 4, is it? 5? There we go. And this is a smaller version, so this will allow us to pick smaller things up, okay? Just left click and bring it on. If you hold R down, you put it back on your holster. So now what we've got to find out is how to get the cargo or the things that we need. He's still there, by the way, X. So tech. It's a bit long-winded, I know, but right, start the ship up, unless it's already started up. Nope. Have you found the bits you need yet, Paul? Excellent. So you might need to reverse both of them, and then you need to test as well. So it's always better to use the keyboard and get up out the hangar, and then try your controls after. Just gotta watch him. Right, so this is where all the cargo is stored over here. I've just got to try and find how I can get the cargo. There might be a radio channel where I radio them and it'll come up with a big blue box that we're going to fly into. Hey, sticks. I know, it's because I finished work today in an Aurora, but I'm just showing somebody something. I don't know how to do cargo in this thing anymore. Yeah, pops in as well. It's been a bit of a nightmare today. So I have no idea. Where do we get cargo from? Anybody? Do you know where to get cargo from? Ah, there's something down here. And by the way, I fly helicopters and things. So, you know, these are like helicopters, the way they work. Can we see anything? Oh. From the hangar. So do we have to buy the cargo then? See what the mission says. Should have read it better. Collect titanium from Seraphim. Right, okay. I think I know where to do that. And let's have a look. I know where to do it. We'll have to go to the admin office and buy some titanium and then take it down to the surface. Yeah, no worries. Can't go and go to the hangar manager. Let's have a look. So yeah, we've got to go and buy it first, I guess, from admin office. It suddenly slow down then when you drop your undercarriage. Ah, right, yeah, I know what you mean. Right, I'm going to leave it powered up. So we'll go to the admin office. Yeah, it has changed around a little bit. There's some fundamentally the same bits, but it's just the process. I suppose I'm going to find out at the same time, aren't I? Where's the... through here. So where we went before, the Galleria, no, we went to the cargo place. You reckon? Do you think it'll already be in there? Shouldn't be, because I haven't got any cargo. There's my freight elevator. So you click on here. I don't know how much of this you've done, by the way. I always disappeared off the screen. It's probably got bored and legged it, which is, I don't blame him. Got no cargo here, so basically I'll have to go and buy it, which will probably end up in here and then move it over. What's this? Oh look, yeah, you're right. So if I bring these over to here and then go like this, thanks Stixie. So it puts the cargo into your cargo thing. I didn't know that. So there's the lift, here's the cargo. Yes, thank you. So what you did, I did say thank you. So I'll use the big one just for the hell of it. Pick it up. around and it goes somewhere. Now you can use your mouse wheel, look, and move it around. So I'm guessing it goes underneath somewhere. Oh look, there you go, it snaps, let go of it and it snaps straight in. So you can use these. Now this is a big one, so we should be able to... Oh, we won't, but I'm using an Aurora because that's what somebody's got. Come on, lift it up. Try that one, there we go. In it. I think the guy's disappeared. He's probably got bored and gone, which I don't blame him, but especially when I didn't even know. These are the things that have changed. Can we get round the back? No, we can't. We'll have to go around and feed it through. So we need to get it close by. If it lets me, it's not going to let me put it in this way. So I may have to move the other one first. We click it and we can drag it and then there we go. And now pick that one up. I need to move it a bit more, further down. Ouch. It fixed itself up there. Yep, but it's too close. We need to grab it and push it to the next slot. Okay, so basically that's the gist, if anyone's interested anymore. And don't pull these crates at yourself too hard, you will damage yourself. It's telling me it's too heavy to pick up because it's a 1SCU. I wonder if they got rid of all the box missions then. Here you go, and it's as easy as that. And then you go down to... where are we going? We're going down to... why has it still got that mission from ages ago? Hey, Elastixie. So we're going down Seraphim above and 672 freight elevator at August Dunlow. Okay, that's easy to do. So August Dunlow is the space station down in Crusader, and this is really just like your basic introduction. And once you've done this, you start getting other missions, but you can only hold 3, so you've got 3 trips to get 7. So I might do one and stop there, I think. It's alright, you're a little bit quiet because I've had to watch the volume because of the time. Say it again before there's any noise. You said something and I can't hear what you're saying. I said, so say it before there's any noise. Yeah, I can't quite hear you. It's because the way your volume's adjusted from before, and I've had to turn it all down a little bit. Something about a different ship, is that what you were saying, or you can put it inside? I can't hear myself, I'm really sorry. Oh right, oh you can? I'll be surprised, there's not that much room behind me. Right. So we need to go down to August Dunlow. So let's change this to quantum mode. And first of all, we probably need to go to Crusader. So if we point there near my throat, I think Lisa's asleep. You asleep, Lisa? Oh, not that old fuck again. Alright matey, have a good Christmas. See you matey. Excuse me. So now we go down to that little triangle. No, I can't see where I'm supposed to go. Where's the main city? What time is it? Oh no, she wait, and she knows that we can't open them tonight because it's not the same. I said you can open them when you get up in the morning. She was saying to me, can I give you one of your presents to open tonight? I said no. It's just from when we were kids, we used to wake up like 2 o'clock in the morning and want to open our presents, and we were told to go back to bed until in the morning. And I still do it. Oh, really? Yeah, it's disrespectful, was it? And now I'm just going down towards all the landing pads. This is a floated city. When you was about 40, that was. I remember me and my little sister were out in the street at 6 in the morning with a sledge because there was half an inch of dust. Her with a nightie on and me with my pyjamas. Right, we're quite close to where we got to go. So, do a radio broadcast. There we go, we've had a hangar request. Got a marker over there. Before, this never used to have these markers this obvious, and you'd make a hangar request if you were at the right place, which very often you weren't, and then you couldn't even see where you were supposed to go most of the time. There's a right pain in the ass. Oh, this looks like another top-down hangar. A little bit more space than the one that we had before. Let's get my undercarriage out because it's not out yet. Then basically we've got to put this now, as far as I'm aware, in the hangar that's at this location. And then if we did complete the mission, we would make a reasonable amount of money, but obviously it's going to take me a little bit of time. But what it also does is get you into the habit of flying from A to B, get you using the maglev thingamajigs. How much would I make from that? 50k. See what I mean? And that's worth doing because then you can start buying things. So here's the hangar there. So I've obviously parked miles away. We just deliver it onto there, that's all we need to do. Now we've already discovered that we need to take these from the front. So we get the little thing and we should be able to just pull them off, look. Turn around, as long as we're not bending the beam too much. Send them over there. Nearly, not quite on. There we go. When you, oops, I was going to say when you see the purple box, you can let go and it should snap, but it looks like I missed it. Now there is skeletal thing you can go and stand in and use in your hanger when you're doing big stuff. This is only small stuff, so this type of, what do you call it? I forget. This type of thing should work. And all we need to do is put 7 of these in that hanger, and we made 50,000. Believe me, making 50,000 back in the day, we never had that much money from a simple mission like this. We were all over the place doing it. So again, when it turns purple. Yeah, there we go. I think all of these are in. I'm not sure about the first one. So that's 3, so we need to get another 4, and I'm not going to make you suffer that. This one isn't fastened down properly, so if we pick it up, you see where it snaps purple? Or I can even put it on top of another one, and it should stack. It's next to it, there you go, look. Oh, I missed it. You get the gist. So you can actually make massive piles of cargo. Just go a bit further. When you put in stuff in your ship, you know, you can basically stack it if your ship allows it to be stacked. Okay, and then all you need to do is, once you've got all 7 boxes, by the looks of it, you just go to here. And then if you tell it to go down, confirm. Looks like it's one of those missions that are just there for training. But once you've done it, you'll start getting more and more missions. And I think the guy who was on has disappeared anyway. Okay, and then I think, is that counted as part of the mission? It's gone down there. I haven't transferred it over. This is where all my stuff's stored, as you can see. I've got all sorts of rubbish that has been collected over the years. And there's nothing here. I think it might wait till we get all of them. Let's have a look, see if those things are still on there. Nope. There we go, deliver 3 of 7, so we've done 3. I think we need to do 7, so we just go and get the other 4. I think that's probably about it for tonight. I don't know whether anybody else learned anything at all. I learned a little bit. We did see how bad the iron was when you're trying to fight a light fighter. You just can't, you know, you pull a trigger and it works. That you pull a trigger, there's a delay, you let go and then it fires, and by then you're not on the target anymore, and it's a pain in the ass. So just before we all go, if anyone is watching on YouTube, which I doubt whether you are, doesn't look like it, thank you very much for watching, and I'll stream again at some